right, everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 825. Yeah, 825 episodes. Wow. Wow, says the crowd. Yeah. We are excited to be here with you on this beautiful Wednesday evening. And sadly, I'm going to tell you guys just up front, this is be the last Studying Brew of the week. Tomorrow we will not have the Studying Brew. So this is our last one of the week. So we're glad that you joined us tonight, because tonight we are going to do some free content.
Yes.
Tonight we're gonna take a topic that I found in a commercial.
Yeah.
Of all places. We're gonna be talking about guarantees.
Yep.
I love guarantees.
Oh.
But how do they work in the securities world?
Yes.
So we're going to be talking about that, and it applies to all the different exams. So we're going to be hitting on a topic that Brandy has put together some great content tonight, all for free, all for the price of your internet. And we're going to do that now. Well, my name is Andy. I am the guy that offers nothing but just answering phone calls. I don't have a fingerprint, as we learned last night, because I don't handle any orders. Right. So if you were on last night, you know what this is all about. Right. I get the phone calls. I just take messages. But you're not here for my non-fingerprinted, unregistered person. Nope. You're here for the registered person over here. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you know. Not only that, she can take the orders, because why?
I'm fingerprinted.
There you go. And if you were on last night, you know all about that, right? I just want to say to a couple people on here right now, I did message you direct. Look for a private message on your little chat, because I did give you the advanced Zoom code for Saturday.
Yes.
Just let you know, we are changing it up, and I do have a few students who have issues with their emails, and I see that they're on. So make sure you grab it if I sent that message to you direct, so you guys can have that and use that for Saturday and all next week.
Yes.
Because we got something lined up special for all of you. Mm-hmm. We're not going to have a Studying Brew tomorrow night, but we're going to have something amazing for Saturday. We're going to do a 4-hour reel review.
Yes.
I call it real because I feel like the review thing is so overplayed and overused in the study prep world, when it's not really a review. It's like a cram course. Let me read a book to you for 24 hours.
Yes.
We're going to do a review where we have a little bit of content, we do techniques, and we do Q&A for people who have questions, so that way they can get ready to take that exam. And we have exams coming up in the next week or two, so it'll be really helpful for a lot of people.
Yes.
So we're going to be doing that for members on Saturday. I got a cool graphic and remind everybody, but yeah, so we aren't going to have that Studying Brew, but we will be getting into it. If you want to join in on us, though, look, guys, there's no specified time to start. It can be started any time to start getting your securities going. If you want to join in and get that 21-day program, if you want to join in on Saturday, scan the QR code, hit the link, join up as a member. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the link on there. The link tree is on there, or just scan what's on the screen. And you can get in on it as well and join in on that membership. So that way you can join us on Saturday. Memberships start as little as $25.
True.
And if you're joining for free, you will not be in. Just saying.
Right.
This is for the paid program. So Saturday, we're going to give it our all. Make sure to get in on that if you have not been able to, join us yet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just in time, because this membership that you're signing up for will carry on into January.
Yeah.
When we start a whole new program, and you're going to want to be in on that.
Yes.
So now's the time.
Yep.
Scan the QR code, hit the link in the chat, get in on our on-demand videos, live sessions, that whole thing. Study guide 6, SIE 63, 26. We got it all for you. $20. Kona community on Discord is completely free. You can ask questions, get resources, all kinds of stuff going on over there. Make sure we also have an events area over there where you can go ahead and have an interest, and it gives you nice reminders of when sessions are happening. I just updated the events over there. Saturday is on there. Tomorrow's no Studying Brews on there. So all that stuff's on there. And say thank you to Jamie, by the way, if you can. Her kids are not feeling the best, so have some prayers for her as she's trying to be the nurse mom.
Yep.
You know how moms are.
Yep.
Trying to heal her kids, and also wish her a safe journey She'll be going out of state for a little bit with her fam for Christmas. So we want safe journeys, and she helps out a lot over there on the Discord and really lending a hand. So and she's probably answered some of your messages over there as well. So just wish her a Merry Christmas and let her know, that you got some prayers for her. And so, yeah, you can message her. I don't know if she's on tonight. I don't think she is. No, she was not able to. But let her know over there on the Discord if you can, and say thank you. Thank you. All right. So 866 Hey Kona, that's where you can call me at, and I'll call you back just like it was 1996.
Call me maybe.
And then if you want me to text you, like it's today, 2023, go ahead and do that on Instagram, Discord, Patreon, email me, whatever. But that's the only places I can get text right now. 866 Hey Kona. I can't get any text message. I can't even send them back. So I apologize if you've sent me text messages. I have no way of responding back to you in a text. But if you want me to do that, that's Telegram. There's the Discord. There's Patreon. There's Instagram. All those other places. Email. I know, like the under 30 are like, ew, email.
Email.
I know. They want me to do a snap.
Right.
God, I'm not gonna ever do a snap.
No.
I say that now, but you'll never know. All right. Anyways,
we're on TikTok.
That's where you can get. Yeah, who knew? Yeah. Who knew? All right, we got a live session reminder for tomorrow. Series 6 in the SIE. Brandy has got some great topics this week, as we are for December. Brandy is hitting all the most tested and the most asked topics there are.
Yes.
We've gone through options already. We've gone through all that. So, of course, this week we'd be going through bonds for the SIE and variable annuities for the 6. And these are different than Tuesday.
Yes, these are different than Tuesday.
So they are not the same thing we taught on Tuesday. If you want those live sessions that you missed on Tuesday, go on Patreon, just scroll down on the main screen. You'll see those up there. They'll be in the lives. And also, these will be out later tomorrow. So that way you can get them and get your study on.
And just letting you guys know, especially the SIE, one of the reasons why we have to not have our brew tomorrow, I'm not, Andy pulls off miracles, but I'm just letting you guys know from the 3 p.m. to like 10 p.m., we will not be home.
No, we won't be home.
Yeah.
Our kids are, one kid, I should say, is performing in a Christmas concert. He's playing guitar.
Yes, he is.
So we're going to go watch him perform and do that. You know how parents got to be there. So we're going to be there. That's why you start a whole business, right? So you don't miss these moments of your kids growing up. Not asking old Mr. McScrooge over there if I can have the night off. I just go take it. Right. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to be watching our boy play some guitar music, doing a Christmas concert. So that's where we'll be. But I will do my best to get those live sessions out tomorrow, and get that up for you. So I'll be working from the car.
Yes.
But I will do my, I did it today. Yep. I will do my darndest to get those out. So that way you guys have that for your study session. And who knows, maybe watch that instead of being on the Studying Brew. Fill the time. If you have this time already scheduled, use it. Use it. Don't abuse it.
Right.
We always say, I don't have any time. And then we quickly waste that time.
Yeah.
So no Studying Brew tomorrow night. It is canceled. Yeah. There you go. All right, we ready to get after it? Oh yeah, there's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, like I said, I just put on Patreon tonight. Save the date. That'll be on Saturday morning. So if you check the times there, 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. in the East. We will be doing that Saturday. All exam review. This is going to be crazy, but this is going to be this is going to be our trial run. This is going to be something we're going to be testing out. We're going to see how, work out the bugs before we really put this into play next year. Next year. Next year is around the corner. Next year, we are going to be having these all the time.
Yes.
At least once a month.
Yep.
So we are going to get in the swing of this. And so we're going to use this one as a guinea pig, because our idea is we'll do all exams review. And we're going to do content. We're going to do techniques. We're going to do Q&A. So it'll be about 2 hours of content, or maybe 1. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. Techniques. So we're going to do some quizzing. Brandy's going to go over those techniques. And then we're of course going to have just live Q&A.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get here? How do I find that? Or how do I study? And I know there's a lot of people who that have already hit me up that are, part of the, the free crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, do you think I can attend? Do you think I can just be on that one and not be a member? To be honest with you, I don't want to be mean or anything, but it is for the members. That's one. But two, everything we reference and everything Brandy's going to do to help is going to be links to like either a table, a chart, some content that we have that's all locked up. So it doesn't really lend well. And what happens is a lot of times people sometimes they go, how does it work? With the Kaplan, and they're not flexible.
Kaplan, where
It
does
doesn't
that
work.
in this? Guys, I don't know.
But I know I will have a couple invitees or whatever that are just checking us out and they want to be on that Saturday. But I'm just letting you know we're not lining it up with Kaplan.
No.
We're not. That's not how we do it. It's not like I'm gonna go, hey, Unit 7 for whatever. That's where you find it. No, we're all lining it up with our program. So be on because you'll get techniques, you'll get the Q&A,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna get some awesome benefits, and then it's all for you guys. So check it out, be on, be there, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So we'll see you. And if you're on the West Coast, we'll be done by lunch.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not dragging this thing out all day.
Nah.
I know it sounds bad, but man, I really hate it when like I go to something and it seems like they drag it out way too far. I'm like, my brain shot off like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm no longer learning. I'm just an active attrition by now.
Yes.
No, we're not doing that. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Now we're ready.
Now I'm ready.
Now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Here we go. Guaranteed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. So tonight's hard hitting Wednesday. We are doing some content. Tonight we're going to be talking about the guaranteed. And I know I mentioned this last week, but I can't remember what it was. But I know there was a commercial that I saw or heard.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah. And the lady said, she was like, hey, don't put your money into the bank, right? Yeah. She said, don't put your money into a savings account. Savings accounts are, way too low. You're not getting what you're supposed to or whatever. And she said, put it into this investment that you get a guaranteed 4.5%. A guaranteed 4.5% a year.
APY, annual something.
Anyways.
Yield.
So I'm listening to it and I'm like, Brandy, how can they do that if there's no guarantees in security and investments, right? That's one of the things we learn. There's no guarantee on future performance. We can't.
No, we can't.
I asked the question.
Yes.
I said, so if it is saying a guaranteed, then they must not be on the market. They must be on some sort of index that they can control.
And he knows this because he's sat through 825 brews.
823. I missed a couple. Let's be honest. But 823 brews, no doubt. But still, and that's why I said, is it because it's on an index? And I said, you know what? This is probably a great topic for the Studying Brew for some fun. Like, why not? Because we hear these commercials everywhere. People, have you noticed that? Like, less and less are we hearing like savings accounts nonsense. Now we're hearing guaranteed investments.
Yes.
And people really sneaking in and using that.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised that one day they make some sort of regulation about how that's marketed, because that's really kind of sneaky.
Yeah. And here's the thing. We know from the real world, right? We know from the real world when we talk about, oh, you should buy this collectible, it's an investment.
Or you buy a car, it's an investment.
It's an investment. Buy a house, it's an investment. Buy the property, it's an investment. Guys, yes, you're right. You are investing, you're hoping it grows.
Buy property in California City. It'll be the next Vegas.
I have no idea. I gotta look that up. But yes, exactly. Like Andy's right? But here's the thing. If you guys are studying, you guys know that the SEC, FINRA, and NASA, the Uniform Securities Act, says you can't use the word guarantee when we're talking about performance. So how are these people calling it an investment and then saying we guarantee a 4.5% annual percentage yield. I think that's what that stands for.
Right.
Right. So let's talk about that, right? Let's break down what that means. And then we're going to break down where we see it the most, annuities. Okay.
Right.
So let's talk about that. So when you guys, you got to look at who.
So this regulation thing like applies to the Series 26 and the 63, don't it?
All exams.
All of them, huh?
All exams. So first of all, guys, you got to look at who is saying or who is advertising. Okay. Because there's a couple of different entities that can advertise this guarantee. One of them is banks.
Yeah, because this one was by a big investment house that we hear quite frequently. They're out there.
They are.
It wasn't a small one.
No, and we are not going to mention names.
I didn't say who.
No, I know you didn't.
I didn't even do my rhyming thing.
No, you didn't. Credit unions. Credit unions are notorious for these. And guys, they're okay. Let me clear the air. They're not bad. These are not bad things.
I think it's just confusing to me.
Correct. It's confusing, and then they have a specific purpose. Okay.
Right.
So banks, credit unions, and insurance companies. Okay. These are the entities that could cross over both not investment or not securities, what you guys are studying, and securities, and all of these things, right? And can use the words performance and all that stuff, right? So banks, credit unions, and insurance companies. Do you see on their brokerage houses? Do you see corporations? Do you see debt securities? You don't see any of those words. So you got to look at who is saying this word guarantee.
And I do know in the exams, or as far as the Q banks anyway, they do have these kinds of questions in there, right? And I know people on the exams have seen it. They go and this is a major entity or a major thing to look at. Who's saying it? And is it a bank? Is it a credit union, insurance company? Like it'll say like these companies can or can't say something, right?
Right. And guys, these are okay. Okay. Because here's the thing. Banks and credit unions have these things called CDs. Okay. I'm just going to go credit union, right? They have these things called CDs or certificates of deposit. Oh my gosh, there's this other ad that we hear all the time, like every morning, that I got my certificates. I got my certificates. Gosh, nobody got certificates. Anyways, certificates of deposits. Okay. We see these in the SIE. We see these in every exam because the jumbo negotiated ones are part of the money markets. But when you guys get to the 65 or 66, you guys will see that as a financial planner or an investment advisor representative, you can actually suggest your client to have a CD. Why?
I've seen Brandy do it.
Because it's a plan. Yeah. I have one of my clients asked me, I said, hey, that's a great deal. You should try to take advantage of it. Right? Now, here's the thing. These are backed by the bank. Okay. These are backed by the bank.
That means it's got like a FDIC on it.
Bingo. These are FDIC insured. And the reason why these are FDIC insured is because these are bank holding things. Right? These
are based on bank holdings.
Glorified savings accounts, if you will, right? In fact, I did some research before we got on, and they're actually calling them high yield savings accounts. Okay? High yield savings accounts. Basically, guys, what they're doing is if you guys are in financial services, the rule of 72, all this stuff, right? They're taking your money, they're investing it and getting higher percentages, and they're giving you a percentage of that, right? So these are called high yield savings accounts. Okay. So you guys might see this either way. Okay. Now these are probably one of the safest things you could do, but remember they are FDIC insured, and it's up to, do you guys remember the number?
I mean, I thought it was 100, but I could be wrong. It's 250 now, huh?
Yeah. 2009. But yeah, it's 250,000. Fun fact, just like the cash amount of the SIPC, thankfully that number is the same.
See, guys, that's why I get the phone and I get to send messages.
Now let's talk about the ones that are coming from insurance companies, right? Let's talk about those. Now, when we talk about insurance companies, I'm not talking about just life insurance. I am talking about annuities as well. Okay. So we're talking about annuities, which are income for life, right?
Which is really a type of insurance. It's ensuring that you won't run out of money before you die.
Yes, Exactly. These are contracts that provide income for life. And did you guys know that life insurance is not an investment? Did you guys know that life insurance is not a security?
That is true.
This is insurance if you die.
It ensures that the survivors have a little money to put some dirt on you
Pretty much.
and carry on.
I know that that's a brutal word, guys, and you guys know I don't normally say that, but honestly, guys,
I like to keep it simple.
yeah, and that's exactly what it is. Annuities are income for life, and life insurance is insurance if you die. When you die, anyway, right? And so here's the thing: you guys will see in your studying, you guys will see the words variable. I'm going to just go down here. Variable, fixed, index. Okay. Variable, these you need a securities license to sell. Why? Because these are actually have an investment component.
That's on the market.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that there is risk.
Yes.
So anytime there's any kind of risk, you have to be securities licensed.
They call this, just to tie it into studying risk on the investor.
Anytime there's any kind of risk on the investor losing money, you have to have a securities license.
Right. And you need a life. Okay.
And a life license.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, I forgot to write that. Okay. But when it comes to fixed and index, you only need a life license.
Because there's no risk on the investor.
There you go. Because the risk is on the insurance company. And this is both, I'm speaking both, guys, of annuities and life insurance. Okay.
That's why they have those questionnaires they have people fill out before they insure them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you into skydiving?
Right.
Are you an underwater welder?
Right. Now, what this does, guys, is that this guarantees two things. Okay. This guarantees two things: downside protection, their actual words, which basically is no negative return. And you're like, ooh,
right.
I want that. No negative return. And a lot of these fixed annuities guarantee you a 1% guarantee.
Ooh, oh, woo. Now, if you're paying attention, which you guys should pay attention, what's the downside of only 1 to 2%? Does it keep with inflation? No.
Yeah, see, guys.
Especially if you got a 2023, am I right?
Exactly. We do this because we are afraid of what's it called, purchasing power. And so we want to keep pace with inflation. Here on the other side, we're very risk averse. Their words.
Right. That means you don't want to risk it on the market, but at the same time, you're taking a little bit of a gamble on the investor. I mean, you're really taking a gamble on the fact that nothing changes before you die. Right? Milk doesn't go up, the cost of bread doesn't go up, gas doesn't go up, utility prices don't go up. You're really just saying, I hope my dollar has the same value for however long I need it for.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
There's always pros and cons to everything.
Absolutely. So that's why you got to find out what your clients need.
Then they call that suitability.
So how can a fixed and an index work? How can you guarantee? It's because, guys, these are not invested in the market.
Do you know what I think of suitability when I think of suitability when you say the word? I think of a person going into a tailor and they're just getting a suit fitted for them.
Yeah.
You're getting something suited for you.
Yeah, you actually have the person that's measuring your arm.
Yeah, they're tailoring it up, making sure your pant lengths are right,
Not tailors.
Making sure that shirt doesn't come up when you put your arms up.
Okay.
You know?
So, guys, because these are not invested in the market, there's no securities. And what you guys are going to see is that these are going to be based on an index. Do you guys remember? Oh, it's probably quite a few weeks ago. It feels like yesterday, but it was quite a few weeks ago. Where we said that the guy who did the Big Short guy, like he did like billions of dollars and he bought put options on the market.
Yeah. So he's basically gambling on the market to go down because it's a put.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically what these are. Not option contracts, but they're like, this is gonna sound so weird, guys. It's like options of options based on an index. It is so far removed from the market that like, yeah, like it's so not security related.
It's like your second cousin.
Yeah.
It's weird if you, I mean, I'm not judging you if you married or kissed your second cousin, but it is far removed enough where it's okay.
Yes. So here's the thing. When you guys see
I don't know how to put it anyway. Family, it's in the family.
it's in the family. So when you guys see things like participation rate, because the idea is like this, well, wow, like the worst I can get is 0%. That's awesome. Well, guys, do you think that they're giving you every bit of a market positive? You think they're giving you like if the S&P was up like 15%, do you think that this insurance company who's giving you no negative is going to say, "Oh, here, sir, have all 15?"
No, it's a business model. It's a business model. They know what you bought in, and now they know, hey, they gave you what you wanted. That's what you wanted. You wanted less risk on the front, right? You didn't want to play the market. You're basically barely that person who wants to take the money from underneath your mattress.
Mm-hmm.
You're that person. They gave you what you wanted.
Yeah,
So guess what they get? They get all the stuff that you left on the table.
exactly. So, guys, the participation rate says, okay, this is how much of the index you're going to get. So, if you have an 80% participation rate, the S&P is up 10%, you're going to get 8%. Oh, but hold on, we're also going to give you a cap, which means the max you can get, which means, let's say I'm going to max it at 6%, which means no matter how high the S&P goes, it could go up 30%. You're going to get this.
Brandy met with somebody who had a lot of money and they got put into a fix. And it was over like I think a 10-year period of this money being in there. Found out that they didn't get any money. They didn't go up or down. They got exactly what they were supposed to get, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if they would have put it in a different investment vehicle, they would have made $3 million on their money.
Now, you're probably wondering, well, you can't predict the future.
Nope.
So how do you do that? It's because, guys, what they did is like if you put your money in with us at the same time you put your money in over there, this is they
This is what
use
the market did.
market. Yeah, exactly. And so they always use past performance to say if you would have. So you got to be really careful about your language. If you say, "Hey, look, in 20 years you're going to have this," you can't
Say that.
But you say over the last 20 years, if you would have invested, this is what you would have today. It's all somebody said it in our live session. Words are so important. The way you say things are vital. So if you say this is what you'll have in 20 years, that's guaranteeing performance. But if you're like, this is what you would have had if you invested 20 years ago, boom, done.
Right. And you show them the performance.
Exactly. So you're just using the example of performance.
And you show the good and the bad in that 20-year reach.
Yes.
Brandy does it every time. She goes, look it, if you would have put your money in 2008 at its worst,
This is what it would look like.
and this is what it would have happened in the next 20, right?
Yep.
Or the next, well, it hasn't been 20 years from, you get my point.
I get it. Yeah.
But anyways, this is what would have happened, and that's how it works. But you can't say 20 years from now, we can't guarantee how it goes from here on out.
No.
But now when they say 4.5%, it's more of a bank thing.
Right.
It's more of an FDIC thing. It's a high yield savings account, if anything.
Right.
It's not really an investment if it's guaranteed.
No. And I know like a lot of times are like it's, tomato type of thing. But guys, when we speak to our clients, we have to be very clear because they hear what they want to hear. They don't hear what you're saying.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Isn't that just human nature? I heard I look good in that shirt. I didn't hear how I need to lose weight. You know what I mean? Just the way it goes. We hear what we see what we want to see, and we hear what we want to hear. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. All right, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I hope that fulfilled your needs on a nice free content. I thought it was a little fun, and you get to learn about some great stuff that you hear out on the news and the radio. But it also, more importantly, it ties into all your studying and how you're going to see it. So I call that a win for tonight. Again, we're not going to have the Studying Brew tomorrow night. It is canceled. Fill that time with some great Kona content you can find on the Patreon, YouTube, Discord. We got it all over there. But don't lose that studying.
Oh.
Don't lose that studying momentum.
Yeah.
Don't. Stay consistent. We'll be back for live sessions tomorrow. As Brandy put up there, we're going to go over variable annuities tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
For the Series 6. And then we're going to do some bonds.
Right.
We're going to talk about bonds.
Yes.
All tomorrow in those live sessions. So make sure to be there. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. See you on Saturday, members.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super, super appreciate you. Don't forget to practice keywords in your quizzes. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.